Good morning. Welcome to Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. Will you please rise and join me to recite the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, Mr. Clerk. Will you please start the agenda? Read the announcements.
Location announcement Location announcement of Nebraska Open Meetings Act. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all written materials discussed at today's open meeting is available for electronic viewing from the county clerk's staff. Printing options are available upon request. These materials can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Item 1, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on January 3rd, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Will you please call the roll?
Vest.
Yes.
Schulte.
Abstain.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 3 yeses, 1 abstention. Item 2, claims. Amendment for the payroll claims approved on January 3rd, 2023.
Move approval.
Yeah, I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Schulte.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4 yeses. 2B, approval of claims processed through January 10th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Schulte.
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Item 2C, claims including bills for goods and services beyond the 90-day time period provided in Nebraska Revised Statute, Section 23-135. Number 1, Professional Development Academy dated December 29th, 2022, for a total of $3,000.
Good morning, Brent Meyer, Lancaster County Weed Control. I'm actually the second claim on there for $1,140 for Gary's Lawn and Landscape. This is over the 90-day period. However, this was found in my junk mail, so it was, the good thing is the contractor reached out to us and said, hey, what's the deal? We haven't been paid. I said, resend it to me. I don't ever remember seeing this. So anyway, our security's doing really a good job in our IS in it. And when he resent it, I asked him the next day, I said, did you resend that claim? And he said, yes. So then I went to my junk mail and there it was. So now we have him added in our contacts. So that's why that claim is over the 90-day period. It was for spraying that was done at the city landfills last summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I would ask for your approval on that one.
Thank
Any
you for that
questions on that?
explanation. That's
Appreciate
helpful.
that.
Pardon?
I just appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep, you bet. Thanks.
Dennis?
So the first one that Matt just read is for the professional development. That one is for some national NACO leadership training, and Human Services was involved with that, and that one just included some confusion between me and Sarah on who was going to pay it, and I think Sarah thought I was going to pay it, and I just kind of forgot about it. So when it showed back up, it was just a reminder that it hadn't been paid. So we went ahead and paid it, but that was strictly just confusion between who was actually going to pay it.
Appreciate that, Dennis. I move approval of item 2C.
Second.
Okay, yes. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Well, can we vote on these both together,
Yeah.
as they're grouped? Yeah.
He did 2C, not C2.
Right,
which,
I'm understanding that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, I almost made the same mistake. I get it.
I almost went back, yeah. So, please call the roll for item 2C, item 1 and 2.
Of course. Schulte.
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Number 3, consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are the approval of A, amendments to the following city contracts. 1, C-19-0846 with Cather and Sons Construction Incorporated for the annual supply of asphaltic concrete. 2, C-22-0009 with Rixteen Recognition for the annual supply of plaques, trophies, and promotional items. 3, C-19-0108 with Civic Plus LLC for the Lancaster County website design, logo design, and hosting services. Item B, utility permit number 2312, allowing the City of Lincoln wastewater system to install a 10-inch sanitary sewer line on the south side of West A Street, just east of Southwest 40th Street. C, utility permit number 2313, allowing Windstream Nebraska LLC to install communication lines down Southwest 86th Street, north of West Hallam Road. Items D, received and placed on file the following reports. 1, Clerk of the District Court. 2, Assessor Register of Deeds. 3, Records and Information Management. 4, County Clerk. And 5, County Sheriff.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Actually,
Oh,
I
yes.
have a couple questions about something. Do I need to break out that particular one, or can we have a conversation and then vote on the approval of all of them?
Just make a motion to remove it, and then we'll have a separate conversation.
Okay,
about it.
I'd like to remove part D then.
Okay.
All
The
The
reports.
reports, yeah.
Okay, we'll set aside the reports, and so the motion is to approve the other consent items, rather. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
I'd
Okay,
like
now
to-
we'll take up item D.
How about I'll make a motion to approve item D, and then we can discuss it after we got a second. Is that fine with you guys?
Sure. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Perfect. So I was just looking at these, and I fully recognize this is my first time to look at a number of these reports, and that'll probably be an experience I'll have for a while. But as I was looking at them, I realized that some of these reports they're just formatted. I mean, I'm totally fine with the formatting, like the font and stuff like that, but some of them include year-to-date information. Some of them are just the current month. And so I don't know, Mr. Durbin, if I could maybe just direct a question to you, or I'm not sure exactly. It sure would be nice for me, if we saw some consistent data. Like if we're going to get a monthly report, especially if it's got budget impacts, it'd be nice to see the monthly totals, maybe the year-to-date totals, and then even be able to see beside it the total budget that's projected in those areas. And I know there's, of these reports, of the 5 or 6 of them, there's 5 of them that appear to have some budget impact. So I don't know if you had any comments, or if that's an adjustment we could make to some of these in the future, or?
All these reports are driven by statute, except for the Records and Information Management report, which is purely a usage report. The other 4 are all statutory requirements of other elected officials. I have contacted those elected officials and asked them whether they could make some adjustments, as you discussed, to these reports.
Okay, good. Like I said, I don't have a problem. It just would be nice, I think, for me and for us who have a fiscal responsibility, just be able to see, okay, are we on track? Are we, ahead of schedule, behind schedule? And so especially those ones that have budget impact would be nice. I recognize there's some of these things like alimony claims that aren't on our budget, right? Then nor should they be, but I'd appreciate those adjustments in the future.
Yep, I have reached out to those elected officials to ask them to adjust those reports. So I'll be hearing back on what changes they can make.
Sure.
What we're seeing is essentially what they're required by statute to report, so that's why it's been in this format. And we will be going right into mid-year budgets, so we'll get a lot of that really very soon. But I do understand what
Yeah.
you're asking, though.
It just would be nice to see it all in one place, so. Great, thanks.
We do have a motion and a second to file the following reports, so would you please read the roll?
Yes. Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Schulte.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item number 4, new business. A, resolution in the matter of installing stop beacons on the east and westbound stop signs, a warning beacon on the eastbound stop ahead sign, and removing the existing intersection control beacons on all approaches at the intersection of North 14th Street and Raymond Road.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. On Thursday, you heard a presentation from our traffic engineer, Nam Nguyen, on this intersection. I'm going to put on the overhead a map that shows where we will be installing signs and beacons on Raymond Road and North 14th Street. And so we're bringing this forward on Tuesday as promised.
And it was very clear in the presentation that this provides consistent safety in the area and will be much easier to maintain.
We know from more recent traffic studies and information from the Federal Highway Administration and studies in the Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Devices that a flashing light on a sign versus an overhead beacon is a lot easier to see for the normal driver driving down the road. And so we look to continuously improve the safety of our roads, and that's why we're coming forward with this recommendation.
Thank you.
I'll move approval of 4A.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Schulte.
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4B, resolution in the matter of installing a westbound Hill Blocks View traffic sign with a 30-mile-an-hour advisory speed below it along Old Cheney Road, approximately 700 feet east of driveway located at 12400 Old Cheney Road.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. We would like to ask that this item be held until next week. We have a little more data that we need to look into for this one, and I apologize for that, but if we could hold this item to next week, that would be great.
Okay, we will hold this item and we look forward to more information.
Thank you.
Item 4C, setting the annual salary of Yutan Lay, District Court Staff Attorney, in the amount of $72,142.72.
Move approval.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Were you rising to speak on this?
No, go ahead with
Okay.
that.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Vest.
Yes.
Schulte.
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4D, reappointment of Ed Wupple to the Lancaster County Board of Zoning Appeals for a term commencing April 1st, 2023 and ending March 31st, 2027.
Morning, John Ward with the Lancaster County Attorney's Office. I would just note that for item 4B, that engineer Pam Dingman requested be held, it's typical procedure for the clerk not to read the item and for the request to hold the item to come before that would happen. So, not to be a stick in the mud, but I think the board needs to return to item 4B and make a motion and a second
Okay.
to hold the item and have that be voted upon.
Thank you for that. It did cross my mind, but I wasn't sure. Thank you.
I move that we hold item 4B.
We have a motion and a second to hold item 4B.
Do we need to set a time frame on that?
A week's fine, or
Well, whenever they bring it back to us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's their call.
Until they provide further information.
Yeah, we don't want to constrain their ability to gather information.
So the motion is that to hold it until they provide further information.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'll go
That'll
with
be
that.
my second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Of course, Schulte.
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Okay, now we can proceed to 4D.
All right. Item 4E, recommendation from purchasing agent and county corrections to award and execute a purchase order to Axon Enterprise Incorporated for tasers and miscellaneous supplies.
We didn't vote on D.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I will
Thank
reread
you for
4D.
catching that. I believe you read 4D, we interrupted and we did not vote on it, so we do need to vote.
Did we
We need a
motion?
motion on 4D.
I would move approval of the reappointment.
We have a second?
Second?
Okay, now we have a motion and a second on item 4D to reappoint Ed Wapple to the Lancaster County Board of Zoning Appeals. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Item 4D passes 4-0. All right. Item 4E. Recommendation from the purchasing agent and county corrections to award and execute a purchase order to Axon Enterprises Incorporated for tasers and miscellaneous supplies. The cost to Lancaster County is $11,541.36 per year for a total of $57,706.80 for a 5-year term.
Move approval?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 5, public comment. Those wishing to speak on items related to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Is there anyone wishing to speak on public comment? Seeing none, we may proceed.
Item 6, announcements. A, the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, January 12th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. in room 1112 of the City County Building. Item B, the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, January 17th, 2023 at 9 a.m. with the Board of Equalization immediately following in room 112 of the County City Building. Item C, County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancastercounty.ne.gov. Item D, the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on LNK TV. LNK TV is available on Allo Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 1300. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. LNK TV apps are available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
Move we adjourn.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Adjournment carries 4-0.
Thank you.